today we're gonna look at everything worth knowing about AMD's next-gen desktop Ryzen 4000 series APUs. In just a few weeks time, we expect AMD to reveal their upcoming 4th-gen Ryzen APU lineup. I've said this before guys, but I think it's worth saying again, these are these tiny monolithic chips that initially was introduced on mobile earlier this year, and now they are coming to desktop. Why am I telling you this? Well, if you're familiar with the 3200G or 3400, AMD's last-gen APU lineup for desktop, you should know that they are actually packed with plenty of power. They can be a perfect fit for entry-level gaming as they're not that expensive. The biggest disappointment with the 3200 and the 3400 is the slow processor, which has an impact when gaming. However, this is exactly what AMD is fixing with Renoir, where Ryzen 4000 APUs now makes the jump from Zen Plus to Zen 2. But it doesn't stop there. This time we're also getting an even more powerful iGPU this time as well. The Ryzen 7 4700G, said to be the upcoming APU flagship, was recently overclocked to 4.55 GHz across all cores. This is very impressive and it makes it one of the fastest 8-core desktop CPUs. We've also seen another leak where the 4700G was pushed to a whopping 4.75 GHz. And I don't think we've seen any other Zen 2 based CPUs being able to do this before without having to use liquid nitrogen. Now this obviously begs the question guys, how's that possible? And while we don't know the specific details of the chip in question being overclocked, it is hard to know whether all chips will overclock this good or if this is just the one thing, you know, a binned CPU basically. Now one theory why the 4th-gen monolithic chip seems to overclock so well could be of its design basically, and compared to chiplet, the monolithic design comes with better efficiency and it also offers better latency overall, stand against the chiplet design, which could be an important underlying reason why it seems to reach such high clock speeds. Anyway guys, let's look at the results. Should also add that the benchmarks is coming from IT Cooker. Now keep in mind guys, the 4700G was running at 4.55 GHz across all 8 cores and 16 threads. We got 16 gigs of RAM clocked at 4333 MHz, and this tells us that high-end memory sticks were used here. And as we can see in Cinebench R15, the CPU scored 2325 points, while in Cinebench R20 we see 5336 points. These numbers guys makes it faster than a Core i7 10700K, and these numbers also beats a Ryzen 7 3800X. The 4700G scored 217 points in Cinebench R15 single core test, and that puts it neck and neck with a 10-core Intel Core i9 10900K Comet Lake CPU. Now it should be said though guys that a very solid liquid cooler was used, and obviously otherwise these scores wouldn't be possible and we wouldn't really see these numbers. But yeah, still very impressive results nonetheless. Right, so as for specs for the whole 4th-gen Ryzen APU lineup, we're looking at 7nm Zen 2 core architecture. The top flagship is getting 8 cores and 16 threads, got a base clock of 3.6 and a boost clock of 4.45. It's got 65 watt TDP and it is compatible with the AM4 socket. As for the graphics side, we're looking at an enhanced 7nm Vega GPU which comes with 8 CUs and 512 cores clocked at 2100 MHz. And based off of leaks, it seems like AMD is planning 6 models in total. We got 3 65 watt models and additional 3 low voltage ones. As for pricing, we do expect Ryzen 7 4700G to cost around $300 US according to a recent leak. I was hoping for a lower price considering a current Ryzen 5 3400G had launch MSRP of $170. To be fair, this is a 4-core chip of course. The 3700X sells for $280, which is AMD's cheapest 8-core chiplet part. Based on that, $299 for the 4700G makes sense, knowing that you're also getting a pretty good graphics chip as well. As released, these are said to be introduced in the following weeks ahead. At this point, yeah, pretty much everything has been leaked now and we're basically just waiting for AMD to make a statement. And this is hopefully happening anytime soon. In the meantime, what do you think about 4th-gen Renoir or 4th-gen Ryzen APUs for desktop? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. In the meantime, watch either of these two videos and I will see you guys in the next video.